losing to the Hornets last night. Warriors dropped a 5-point decision on Monday to the Utah Jazz. Our Southwest Airlines starting lineups. First for the Lakers with Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, Vladimir Radmanovic, Pau Gasol, and Andrew Bynum, the two 7-footers at power forward and center. For the Warriors, no Steven Jackson for the next couple weeks, so Jamal Crawford, Marco Belinelli, Corey Maggette into the starting lineup with Brandon Wright and Andres Biedrins.
And they all have to rebound the ball. They just got badly beaten on the boards, particularly the offensive boards at Utah. And the Lakers are a great rebounding team.
Steven Jackson with a strained hamstring in Utah, out at least a couple weeks, according to the medical staff. Our Toyota keys to the ball game, Jim, what do the Warriors need to do?
Well, defensive rebounding. They just cannot afford to give up 16 offensive rebounds like they did to the Lakers last time, and 17 2 nights ago to Utah. They've got to do a better job just limiting points in the paint in that degree. Fast break execution. You've got to take the possessions, and you've got to make those percentages. They give up a lot of points by not executing and finding the open man and making errors and throwing it to the wrong man, taking it to trouble. You've got to convert when you have the numbers and you've got the percentage in your favor. And dribble penetration. The Lakers relegated to outside shooting much of the fourth quarter against New Orleans last night. I guarantee you that the coaching staff, Phil Jackson, and everyone on down has said, drive the ball to the basket tonight. Drive the ball to the basket. Don't settle.
Well, the Lakers are the 6th best shooting team in the NBA, primarily because they have Gasol and Bynum inside, and then Kobe and the drivers to kick it out to Fisher and Vujacic and some of the perimeter shooters. Danny Crawford, Benny Adams, and Leroy Richardson will blow the whistles tonight. Second meeting of the year. Warriors and Lakers. The one down in L.A. was a good one through 3 quarters, and then L.A. just exploded. The opening tap is controlled by the purple. The Warriors played a little zone in that third quarter in L.A., but open in the man-to-man here. Biedrins seeing that pass the whole way, knocking it away. Getty wing jumper, and it ticks out finally. Gasol with the easy rebound. Belinelli just has a monster task trying to stay with Kobe. Gasol missing, and Corey Maggette tracking down the rebound. And without Steven Jackson, who handles the ball, Maggette, beautiful decision to Belinelli there.
If you can extract that from Corey Maggette, it's going to increase his value to this club. He's usually a finisher.
Bynum well played, but you see how Bynum has developed.
And you see his size. There was a great example. He made Biedrins look small.
Bynum was the 10th pick in 05 out of St. Joe's High School, New Jersey. This is year 4 for him. Anderson Gasol setting up Maggette, and the jumper is down. So Biedrins, it's not dribble penetration in the classic sense, Jim, but inside out to the jumper.
Well, Marco Belinelli was patient, and so was Andres.
Radmanovic hiding behind the screen. Brandon Wright with a rebound. That's an area Brandon needs to continue to improve. Slipping underneath the backboard. Brandon Wright still able to maintain possession. Crawford, he can get what he wants against Fisher. Yes, that's a matchup that Jamal Crawford has to explore.
He can probably execute his shot anytime he wants against anyone. He's a very unselfish player.
Brandon Wright trying to deal with Gasol this trip down.
You don't want to foul Fisher when he's driving inside like that. He's not a great finisher.
Gasol down the lane, flipping it up and in. That is length on length right there.
Watch Gasol before the game, an hour before out there shooting, warming up. He is very, very long and so skilled. Great hands.
Now Gasol shooting 56% for the field this year. Getty wing jumper. So Corey Maggette has the mid-range game going.
Radmanovic, the man with the ball, Maggette, is 20 feet from the hoop, and he goes behind the screen. You have to shoot that all day.
Bynum with no double coming, wheels around. Biedrins knocked it away.
Now here's fast break execution. Let's see what they get.
Crawford.
They got a shot.
That is a matchup the Warriors have to push. Can they own the point guard battle tonight? Front attempting Gasol. Bynum will shoot that and drop it in. So Andrew Bynum, we've seen the baseline baby hook and the foul line jumper. Warriors have opened 5 of 8. The Lakers 3 of 6. These are the 2 top scoring teams in the NBA, combining for 212 points a game. Biedrins down the lane. It's Crawford's penetration again. Gasol matched up on Brandon Wright. No help coming. Wheels around him. And missed the finish, but did draw the foul.
The pick and roll. Just a little dribble penetration brings Bynum closer into the picture. And that opens it up for Andris Biedrins. That's a great play by Jamal Crawford. Classic point guard dribble penetration and dish.
Pau Gasol acquired midseason a year ago for Kwame Brown's expiring contract and his brother Marc Gasol.
Yes.
And I think Marc Gasol is going to end up being the one piece that Memphis is happy about in that deal.
He's going to be there a long time, and he's a very skilled player, much like his brother. Not the offensive shooter from mid-range as Pau.
I'll tell you what, though.
And Pau's got the passing skills.
If you were the Gasol family barber with Marc and Pau, you'd starve. Both with the shaggy manes. Crawford again. Just tickling the tin.
Is Kobe going to take a shot here?
Kobe driving. Setting up Bynum. Runs over Maggette, and it's a blocking foul. And Corey got there a little late.
Yeah, I think Danny made the right call. Making the move, and Corey was moving.
It's a good replay look there.
Bynum had a critical offensive foul deep into that fourth quarter last night.
Yeah, David West went for 40 in that game.
David West took that foul, by the way.
Yes, he did.
From Bynum.
Gasol, well played by Brandon Wright. Didn't foul him that time.
And Brandon is running.
Belinelli on Kobe. Maggette driving. What a finish! Didn't use the backboard. And 180'd it on the other side.
We've talked about his great ability to jump. One thing Fisher can do is shoot the ball.
Fisher last night was 6 of 18 from the field.
He may not be able to do a lot of things, and here's getting beaten on the play, but he can shoot an open jumper.
Maggette a whip pass. Brandon Wright is fouled. Good look by Corey Maggette.
Some of those whip passes, you can read them from the defensive standpoint. You got to be very careful because it's almost like telegraphing it. They've been a little sloppy, but the Lakers in the early going are showing just a little bit of their fatigue from last night. The fatigue, but that is a beautiful finish by Maggette. His ability to get up in the air and hang made it. So,
that one-handed whip pass. There you go.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Hand in the passing lane. First Warrior turnover. Gasol got his own rebound. Able to create space. Brandon Wright with a rebound, though.
Got to continue to run.
Belinelli for 3. Tonight. He was with his girlfriend expecting their first child, so Belinelli's going to get a lot of playing time. Kobe bucket taken away. That's an offensive foul.
Rodney Martin called it. And Kobe had anything he wanted there. As you look at Phil Jackson, we talked to him last time down there, 1,000 wins.
Fastest to 1,000. Beat Riley by 12 games.
Good point.
What does he do with the 9 rings? That's what I want to know.
It better be in the safe deposit box.
Maggette driving, and Kobe, beautiful defense. Corey went up in the air, Kobe backed up. And Radmanovic can't hold the pass, so the Warriors get it right back.
Well, Bob, what I was talking about earlier, though, you cannot be careless with your passes, and I thought they were very careless early on, but they got away with it. And all of a sudden, they developed a bad habit. 2 turnovers now.
Midway through the first quarter, Maggette leading the way with 6 for the Warriors. Gasol and Bynum have 4 each. Crawford step back jumper is just short.
When they come off that first screen, if the man goes underneath the screen, he needs to get the ball. Belinelli was open there.
Kobe and Marco, but the only 2 guys that can talk to each other in Italian. in the NBA. Bargnani would jump in that conversation.
How do you say, I just beat you?
I said it's a very tough cover for Marco or anyone else in this league. Biedrins on Bynum.
Bynum bottom, made him change it.
Gasol is running. So is Bynum.
Oh, he got clobbered. Oh.
Brandon Wright got away with a foul there, and then Biedrins pulls the rebound. And letting him play a little bit. Warriors got a huge break. Eddie with a big step. And Corey Maggette attacking the rim there.
And Bynum did not want to pick up the foul. He just moved him out of the way, and Bynum got very, very small there and meek.
Gasol, beautiful. He'd walled off Brandon Wright, allowed the entry pass, pump fake, and then the hammer.
Brandon could have picked up a foul there. Once he gets to that position, either foul him hard or let him go, because you're not going to stop that.
Belinelli to Crawford in the corner. His three, rimming out. Biedrins tipping, but Gasol, and then Brandon Wright knocking it away, but he does commit the foul. His person, and Jason is still capable of doing some damage as a designated hitter. But he and Billy Bean, I just enjoyed the press conference today. The alley-oop to Kobe, who couldn't catch the lob cleanly and has to back it out. Rob Kerr's in for Brandon Wright after Brandon picked up the 2 fouls. And Kobe 3, Warriors would have rather had him dunk that one. Would have been 2 instead of the 3.
We know Kobe can turn it on. He's one of those unique players that can turn it on and off. Like a LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. He scored 31 points against the Warriors last time out, a little over a week ago, in 31 minutes.
Eddie on Radmanovich, and he's just owning that matchup. He's got 10. And you mentioned Wade and LeBron and Kobe. Those are the top 3 scorers in the NBA.
Right. You know, Radmanovich is out there, and Maggette has got the quickness advantage. That's a tough shot that Derek Fisher just had to fade on it.
Whole team shooting 52% or better.
See if the Warriors can get Jamal Crawford untracked.
Crawford, he can do what he wants with Fisher. I think he bails him out if he takes a 22-footer instead of driving.
And he's one of the major reasons they need to get in early offense in fast break situations so he can go 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3 rather than half court. He's down here. If they throw it to him, he could. Maggette didn't see him ahead. He had Radmanovich, he could have driven him.
Fisher on the switch. Belinelli's got Kobe flashing at him. Hers has Gasol running into him.
Yeah, it's nice to be unselfish, but Marco's got to take that shot more often. You know, in Utah, he had 7 points in the first quarter, and he was just content to end with that. So a little pump fake. Gasol gets up in the air. Easy call.
That will bring in kind of a secret weapon for the Lakers. Trevor Ariza, acquired a year ago for Brian Cook. He is getting better and better. Initially a defender, a rebounder, but the offense is coming, and he gives some length and athleticism at that small forward spot.
They coveted him, and they pried him away from Orlando.
He's in just to slow down Maggette, who had killed Radmanovich. And Marco taking it in, and Bynum sending him away.
There's too many people there, and they just caught him in rhythm.
2 7-footers protecting the rim. Kobe setting up Ariza. Good closeout on Fisher. Gasol to the right hand, rimming that out. Maggette with the rebound.
Why didn't he give it to Fisher? Fisher went by naked.
Looking for Belinelli. The Warriors turn it over, and that'll take us to the mandatory. 2:49 remaining in the first quarter. Warriors up 1. Maggette 10 of their 20. Bothered by that, I have to admit. But it's a great honor for Thornton and Boyle. Well deserved. 2:49 here in the first quarter. Warriors shooting 53%. Getting 10 points from Maggette. Kobe has 5. Gasol has 6 for the Lakers. And it's Biedrins, Maggette, Belinelli with Rob Kerrs and Jamal Crawford. Trevor Ariza, Sasha Vujacic with Pau Gasol, former Warrior, Indiana Pacer, and Dallas Maverick Josh Powell, and Kobe Bryant. And you just start looking at the three-point percentages. Guys like Vujacic come in 37% from beyond the arc. And we highlighted Jim Maggette and Crawford would be important tonight. And they have been.
The bulk of the responsibility of scoring. Here's the handoff.
The ball off the leg of Ariza.
But a lot of players don't make that first cut and don't hand the ball off to someone who goes by with a defender trailing. They just didn't execute, but it was the play to make.
Warriors have yet to shoot a free throw in the game. Need to continue to try to go inside. With Bynum out, there's only one 7-footer. Belinelli off front iron.
See, earlier he passed up a wide open shot, and then he takes a tough one like that with somebody hanging on him.
Kobe, and it picked. Belinelli to Crawford running the floor, and Jamal can't finish the lay-in.
I'm going to go back to the Toyota second key. Fast break execution before the timeout. Pass that was errant, went out of bounds, not completing there. You've got to take advantage to beat the great teams in this league when you have the percentage in your favor.
Gasol missing. Biedrins got shoved out of the way. And finally tipped in. Gasol working that offensive glass.
They're just playing volleyball in there. Deep position in the lane.
At Oracle, final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Bob Fitzgerald, Jim Barnett, with Jamie Sire, Matt Steinmetz, and Scott Reese. Belinelli, very tough step backs. He's missed the last couple. Gasol's taken 10 of the Lakers' 20 shots, and Kobe, the field goal and the foul.
Kobe is so tough. You don't know which way he's going to go off the dribble. So Belinelli was beaten, reached for the ball, and Kurz gets called for the foul.
Kobe, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, has yet to miss a shot.
Well, he didn't even take a shot for the first 5 minutes. But that's Kobe.
And all the big-time scorers, phenomenal free throwers, and Kobe at 87% this year. The Warriors had led by 6. Now the Lakers, their largest lead is right now 4.
Vujacic is forcing baseline.
And he gets Ariza in the air. Tough little floater. And Gasol has been good inside, offensively and defensively. And Azubuike checked in for Belinelli. Kobe down the lane again. Kurz blocked it from behind. And Kurz gets the rebound. Got the ball clean. Azubuike. Crawford corner 3. And a foul on the Warriors on the rebound.
Crawford's had some good looks tonight. Rotation is not going for him.
Worst thing on that foul is the Warriors are over the limit. You look at Belinelli's 1 of 5. Brandon Wright was 0 for 2 and Crawford's 3 for 8. It's only been Maggette 5 of 7. His 10 points that have kept the Warriors afloat.
We talk about the depth of the Lakers and their proficiency and their scoring number 1 in the league. You're going to need more than 1 or 2 or 3 scores for the Warriors tonight.
And the other thing, too, is Ronny Turiaf checks in. No free throws for the Warriors in the first quarter. The Super Saver Pack, 4-game package for $75. Log on to Warriors.com, 888-GSW-HOOP, and operators are ready to assist you right now. Warriors second in the league in 30 free throws per game and none in an entire quarter, which means you got to go inside a lot more.
Now Turiaf comes in with Biedrins out. He has got to focus on rebounding. Played over 20 minutes. Lakers game on December 28th, 1 rebound. Only hit 4 the other night. He's got to rebound the ball better. Now, play White, he doesn't when it comes up. There's a reason why.
Warriors 14-4 run by LA. The offense has just gone stagnant. A 3-second difference, game and shot clock winding down this first quarter.
He's so good with his left hand.
And dunking with the left. So a 16-4 run.
That is something he's worked on. That is not easy to do, Bob. If you're a right-handed player, to take it left all the way and finish with it in a dunk.
Crawford at 3, at 2,
carried it.
And he traveled. Discontinued dribble. For the Warriors in playing for the last shot don't get that.
That was one of those street ball moves. You're going to fake the pass to somebody and instead you palm the ball.
2.1. And throwing it away. Turiaf with a turnover. But a 16-4 run to end the quarter. Kobe finishes with 10 on 4 or 5 shooting. Maggette 10 for the Warriors, but he's going to need a lot. Lakers up 8. Ronnie Lott in his customary courtside seat. CC Sabathia's only a couple people down. And people out in full force for the Lakers and Warriors here at Oracle. Warriors have missed 8 straight shots here, though. A 16-4 closing run by LA, ending the first. And Turioff down the lane. Fisher and Vujacic with Trevor Ariza, Bynum, and Josh Powell. So no Kobe right now to begin the second in this customary rest. Ariza wing jumper is right through. So now Maggette with C.J. Watson, Kalena Azubuike, Crawford, and Ronny Turioff. Azubuike will get himself to the line right on cue. It was Kalena in the second quarter down in L.A., Jim. They kept the Warriors afloat in that game, and he's been out the last couple games with the flu. But the Warriors need some offense here. You don't have Morrow, who's been shooting it well the last couple of games. You don't have Jackson, who's scoring 20 a game. You've got to find some points besides Maggette.
Yeah, and it seems like the Warriors during that first quarter, particularly the last 5-6 minutes of it, we're playing like in third gear. You've got to play in fourth gear overdrive all the time against a team like the Lakers.
Goes from bad to worse. 8 straight field goal attempts missed and 2 free throws missed, and an 18-4 Laker run.
Well, we knew they'd be ready to play tonight.
Bynum has hit very amazing shots.
What they've done with him, they made it very simple. They're not asking him to do too much. That's just a simple turn and shoot.
You get it here, turn and shoot.
Yeah. It's a tough shot to make right there when you double clutch, pump fake, and you terminate his dribble. Warriors' offense is just stagnant right now.
Warriors are working on 5 scoreless minutes right here.
That's why I said you can't afford to turn the ball over as well.
Vujacic missing. I mean, if you're not going to cut into it when Kobe's sitting, you're in trouble.
Ariza's a great defender. He's got length.
Just one pass, one shot, no rebound, and run the other way.
Turioff's your center, and if you take him out on the perimeter, everybody else trying to get back.
Ariza's hit a couple jumpers. Don Nelson's going to stop it. The Warriors scoreless the last 3 minutes of the first 2 minutes of the second. A 22-4 Laker run, and they build a lead to 14.
The season series, and the 2 Warriors wins came in dramatic fashion. The first was on December 14th at Oracle Arena when Baron Davis hit the go-ahead three-pointer with 17 seconds left in the game to beat Kobe and the Lakers 108-106. Then on March 23rd, in the first game of a back-to-back series, the Lakers overcame a 26-point deficit, but Stephen Jackson hit 2 3-pointers in the final 38 seconds to seal the victory. And guys, the Warriors, one of just 7 teams to beat the Lakers twice last season. Yeah,
those games amazing. And Baron in the first, but Jackson those killer threes, and that's why these next couple weeks without Stephen Jackson, he'd been handling the ball, been leading the team in assists, been scoring 20 a game, and is probably your best defender. It's a lot to lose. And Maggette ends the 5-minute drought, putting in the jumper. Corey Maggette is 6 of 9. The rest of the Warriors are 5 of 21. Biedrins knocking that away. Still Laker ball.
Well, you have to find people that can knock down jump shots for you. And penetration is very tough when you have Bynum in there, when they have Gasol and Bynum. Really tough in half-court situations. Bynum was working for position. Strong young man. He was the youngest draft pick the Lakers have ever had. He's 17 years old.
7 feet, 285 pounds, working extensively with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Better and better in year 4 here. The alley-oop to Ariza. Trevor Ariza, we talked about the role players. With Vujacic, Ariza, Fisher, it can hurt you. And Ariza's got 6. Crawford travel. The Warriors out of any semblance of offensive rhythm here for the last 6 minutes of this game. Biedrins back in, and Azubuike out. So the Warriors very small here. C.J. Watson, Jamal Crawford, Marco Belinelli with Biedrins and Maggette. Bynum inside with the righty hook. And Josh Powell fighting for that offensive rebound. He's very small. Maggette is a power forward here. The rebound becomes an issue. Fisher stepping into the three. So the Lakers reserves could not be executing any better, either offensively or defensively.
Well, the Warriors have got a big hole here. They just have to chip away at it. But the problem is it puts a lot of pressure on them to make shots and also not turn the ball over.
Fisher knocking it away from Biedrins.
When the man goes behind the screen, that's why you give it to him.
Fisher missing the layup. C.J. Watson in on Ariza, got around him, and we'll get to the foul line. But the Warriors fortunate there.
So C.J. brings the ball down the middle on that fast break. Let's watch it here as this bangs off the board, so it comes out long. I prefer another dribble or two to keep Ariza, who fouled C.J., looking at the ball. Okay? We're talking about the fast break execution there. I could have stopped it there, but you could see the play. Ariza is looking at the ball. He's got to stop the ball. If he takes one more dribble, then C.J. has the angle to the basket, and Ariza is more to the side in the middle of the court, and then there's no foul. You get an easy layup.
Free throws made. It's a 15-point deficit. The Warriors have to jumpstart things, get this crowd involved. Josh Powell missing. Biedrins with the rebound. They definitely want to do something before this Laker defense gets set, because the half court's been ugly. Maggette having that taken away.
He just took it right to the breadbasket of Bynum. There's what we're talking about.
And Powell with the right-handed hammer.
You see how Derek Fisher took it to the free throw line? So his defender had to play him.
DJ, that's perfect. To Biedrins, beautiful pick and roll.
Timing.
Points is nothing in an NBA game, but the Warriors' offensive rhythm has been lacking. It's about 3 minutes remaining in the first. Powell with an offensive foul. Maggette drawing the charge.
Well, let's watch the Lakers fast break as Derek Fisher did a moment ago. Brought the ball down the floor, run it ahead. Just keep it going now. We're going to stop it right here. You see, takes it in there. There's a defender, so it leaves that lane. And you keep C.J. right with the ball. And that's what you do in that situation. You have to read the defense, count the number of players you have. That was perfectly executed.
That's a shot that's got to go. Belinelli had a good 16-foot look, but he's 1 of 6. You run that high pick and roll, you're not going to get the roller for a layup. The jump shots have to go. And tonight, they're not, and the Warriors are dying. And Ariza rattling out the 3, long rebound to Maggette. Azubuike. On the blocking foul, it rims in, and an opportunity for a 3-point play.
What a great job by Kalina to get under control. Got the ball a little early right at half court, and Fisher took the play. And the Warriors kind of lucky on that. That call could go either way like that, but Kalina stopped, slowed up, and went to the side. He didn't go through the defender. And Fisher moved a little bit. Chance for a 3-point play, and I would think that he's going to get this down after Azubuike missed the first 2 that he took.
So Kobe back in, got a nice long rest. Josh Powell will sit.
Josh Powell played well for the Warriors when he was here. Did his job.
There is the free throw. So as ugly as it got, it's still a manageable situation if the Warriors can build. Stops and run off those. Jumper's not falling, but the transition game's been okay. 9 fast break points. Ariza is just striping jumpers. He shoots 47% from the field, but 28% on 3, but his jumper looks good tonight. Azubuike missing short.
2 years ago, he averaged 9 points a game under Bryant Hill, and he shot 54%, but then his playing time diminished by 10 minutes a game. That's why he got traded.
Now, Ariza and Bynum are really really showing the full package. Ariza 4 of 5, Bynum 4 of 6.
They finished that, they made a coaching change in Orlando from Brian Hill to Stan Van Gundy, and he just didn't hit it off with him. So it came over after 40-some games.
Biedrins with 3 purple jerseys around. C.J. Watson gets around Vujacic, and ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Laker ball. Jump shots errant tonight. And for the Warriors, lacking in offense midway through the second and down 16. Yes, is Cal. Warriors have to find someone to hit a jump shot. Belinelli is 1 of 6. Maggette, 6 of 10, has been really the only offense. Maggette's got 12 of the Warriors' 29.
Warriors are getting swamped on the boards and with points in the paint. As you look at Steven Jackson, and he's their hybrid. Steven is. He can pass, he can defend, he can shoot. He's a scorer.
We may see Jermario Davidson.
If you sign him, put him in there.
Out of the D-League. Sun Yue out of China getting a playing time with Kobe. Vujacic for 3. Rimming that out, and Azubuike, a good strong defensive rebound.
And a kick out.
Brandon right back in, and then alley-oop broken up. Biedrins carries on. Belinelli open look, and he needed that. Needed that as he hits the 3.
That's where the long pass was going originally. It wasn't necessarily an alley-oop, but it was trying to get to Belinelli. No, you're right. I think he was throwing to Brandon Wright.
Brandon Wright would rush that ball.
Yep.
Sun Yue traveled.
I reflected back on that in my mind. I think you're exactly right. He was lobbing, and that's why it was a lazy pass and got intercepted.
All right, now how about this? The Lakers have committed 8 turnovers. The Warriors have no points off those 8 turnovers.
That's tough.
You're forcing the miscues, but you're not cashing in at all. There's Brandon with a baby hook, rimming out, tipping to Azubuike, in on Gasol. Not there again. Brandon one more time, still can't get it. The third is good.
That's good, relentless pursuit. And that got the crowd into it, get your teammates into it. That's what you need.
Vujacic elbow jumper is good.
If you're going to go over the top and get hung up, see, Biedrins couldn't come out on that play, so he was all alone.
And Ariza, beautiful steal, ricochets off Belinelli's leg. It'll be Laker ball.
Azubuike goes up, it caroms off. A little too hard for Brandon Wright. Stays with it. He said, this time I was going to lay it over the top of the rim because Gasol was underneath it and could not come through that iron to get to it. Took the easy route. Ariza, heck of a defender. The Lakers are number 2 in the league in steals.
Ariza missing that shot. Ball never moved around. C.J. Watson has been normally reliable the last couple of weeks, but he's missed a couple jumpers here. Warriors were down 8 at the end of 1. Anything approaching single digits at halftime, the way they've shot the ball would be terrific. Ariza missing there. Spilled to the ground. Crawford looking for a seam, laying it up and in.
He's got great ball handling skills and a quick first step. When he makes that burst, he beats people.
So Jamal with 8, Maggette with the dozen.
Isolation for Kobe.
Let it stay down initially. Brandon Wright blocking it. Good play by Azubuike. Great weak side rotation from Brandon Wright.
Kobe's lately been giving up that ball. He really had nowhere to go. The pump fake, people are there. He just forced the issue. That's just a little pride.
Vujacic missed the layup. Biedrins the rebound. Can the Warriors run off it? Brandon Wright swooping in. Sun Yue blocking. Azubuike rebounding. A 14-6 Warrior run. And it is to single digits. From down 17. Sunway, corner three, rattled out. Brandon Wright rebound. Crawford on Vujacic, goes around him, lays it up and in!
What a reach by Vujacic. I mean, he just gave himself up and took himself out of the play on the reach, and Crawford took advantage.
Phil Jackson takes time. Brandon Wright, Jamal Crawford, and some of the Warrior youngsters lead. Well, the Warriors 13 fast break points, a 16-6 run, getting good outlets and then attacking the basket.
And they're executing so much better. When you come down 1-on-1, 2-on-2, don't settle for the jump shot, especially when something happens here. All right, we're going to stop it. Now, Vujacic reaches for the ball. Well, that's a sucker play because there's no one there to the basket. Watch what happens. He reaches, Crawford goes right around. And something else he did very subtly. You'll see it here. He scoops the ball and he shoots it on the way up before the block can come. The ball's out of his hands. He's not trying to get elevation and height to go get the ball above the rim. He just scooped it and he beat the other secondary defender.
And once it's on the board, you can't touch it. It's goaltending, and that's how Gary Payton, John Stockton would finish layups.
He outquicked his man on the dribble and outquicked Son on the layup attempt because he shot it quickly off the glass.
Bynum and Gasol back in with Fisher, Vujacic, and Kobe Bryant. Crawford, Biedrins, Azubuike, C.J. Watson, Brandon Wright. That one hit the bottom of the backboard. Brandon Wright's rebounding everything. C.J. Watson back to Brandon. Down the lane!
And they are executing on the breaker. They're getting out, they're running, and right now they've got the Lakers on the run. And they have brought the crowd back into the game, and I think they've given themselves a little inspiration, which they needed.
So from down 17 to within 5.
It helps when the other team misses.
Vujacic missing again. Biedrins with a rebound. Honors has 8 boards. Brandon's got 9. CJ did well not to dribble again. Azubuike, a deep 3. Good! 11 straight for the Warriors. Gasol will back in.
It's going to turn.
And that ball was goaltended. Once you hit the backboard of rim and it moves, that's goaltending.
Ariza wanted to come in, but the official, Leroy Richardson, said no. That's not a stoppage of play. That was a basket made, so there's no dead ball.
Warriors wanted it single digits by halftime. They're being down 17 this quarter. Crawford draw the foul on Fisher. That'll be the 4th on the Lakers. They had 1 to give here.
The Warriors only have 1. That's the kind of sparkling ball they played this quarter.
Final minute 28 of the first half at Oracle. Sold out, standing room only. Warriors on a 21-6 run coming back. Brandon Wright is fouled. And I love the aggressiveness of Brandon Wright this quarter. 4 points, 9 rebounds, blocking shots, running the floor, and taking Gasol right to the iron there.
And we're seeing something here that we have not seen before. He usually settles for the little jump hook or the little jump shot, but he took that one strongly to the basket, and he just elevated as high as he possibly could, and he hung on to the ball so it wouldn't get blocked.
Well, you just hit on a key thing, Jim. When you go to dunk the ball and you hang on, if you miss there, you're going to get the foul. The only way they're going to stop you is to foul you. You know, a little flip shot might tickle off the rim. You don't get a call or whatever, but you go to dunk it and it doesn't go, you're going to get to the line.
No, he didn't try to finesse that one. Sometimes you need to.
He's not had a good shooting night, but the effort has been terrific. And rims in the second free throw after missing the first. So Turioff in. This is so Biedrins doesn't pick up any more fouls. He's only got 1 to save the 5 for the second half. Gasol spinning. What a finish.
Oh, Brandon Wright hurt his left shoulder.
Gasol with a dozen. It was a beautiful move, and Brandon's hurt.
He can't raise his shoulder. He can't raise his arm.
Now a 3 made. Brandon Wright is in pain. The Warriors have a foul to give. They got to go up and grab somebody to get him off the floor. They got to foul somebody. Brandon Wright cannot move his left shoulder. This is a mistake. The Warriors needed a foul in the backcourt and get the injured player off the floor. Instead, it'll be a bucket and a free throw.
No one recognized it. You've heard of a hip pointer? Maybe it's a shoulder pointer there. I don't know. It happened on the previous sequence. Gasol comes in, okay. You know what? He didn't get hit on the shoulder, I don't think. I don't know what he did to the joint.
He just never moved the shoulder afterwards. And having committed only one team foul, it just complete lack of awareness cost him 3 points. DJ Watson into Turioff, and he'll lay it in. The final 40 seconds. Warrior injuries continue to grow. Anthony Randolph in. He's going to try to deal with Gasol, and Randolph will pick up a foul here.
Didn't use his hands. He just tried to front, and he dislodged Gasol. It's called dislodging. Moved him off the position with his body. Well, he did grab a little bit, but he moved him off the position. And they've got to call that.
So that becomes the second foul in the last 2 minutes.
With an 80% shooter.
Yeah, the Warriors did not use their lack of team fouls well.
No, they needed to use one to get Brandon Wright off the court, and it cost him a basket.
Cost him a three-point play, and then because they committed that one on the touch foul, Gasol gets the freebie. So a 5-point game.
Trade 2 for 1 here. That's what Crawford's going for.
Ariza trying to stay right with him. Jamal will take the free one, missed the jumper. Fisher with the rebound. About a 2-second game and shot clock difference winding down this half, but the Warriors were down 17 and left for dead. Went on a 21-6 run, including 11 straight, to get back in it. After being down 8 at the end of 1. Gasol losing it out of bounds.
Now the Warriors will put full court pressure here in the backcourt.
6 seconds. Randolph at 5. He checked the clock. Randolph reversing. And that will do it for the half. But with 6 minutes left, if you told the Warriors they'd be down 5, they would have taken it. Kobe goes for 10. Gasol 17. But 13 from Crawford, 12 from Maggette. And good bench play from Azubuike with 8. And at halftime in a 5-point game, we kick it upstairs to Scott Reese and Matt Steinmetz.
All right, Bob, so what was it, about 3 minutes ago? He was saying anything approaching single digits at halftime would be good. 5 points is pretty good at this point.
I mean, give the Warriors credit. You know, they got down 15 or so. They didn't have much going for them, but they kind of got back into it with a little grit, a little determination. Nice job there late in the second quarter.
We'll break down this first half of basketball ball, which proved to be pretty darn entertaining.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush him back. You're talking about a young man who's got a huge, huge future ahead of him, along with this club.
Yeah, 23 years of age, Monte's going to play 12 more years.
Right, so we're not worried about playing another 5 to 10 games.
Right. But it's fun to have him around that life and that energy, and it's exciting to think that he will be back, and sooner rather than later. So getting ready to start the second half. Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol, Brad Monovich, Kobe, and Derek Fisher. And Anthony Randolph starts the second half as Brandon Wright had the shoulder injury that looked very serious. He never moved the limb after he hurt it. Belinelli from the baseline, and the Warriors just heated up midway through the second. They were down 17, left for dead. And we are now told that Brandon Wright has a partial dislocation of his right shoulder. Fisher misses there. Anthony Randolph, he took the rebound from Belinelli. Brandon Wright joins Monte Ellis, Anthony Morrow, and Steven Jackson as players not available for the Warriors. Belinelli jumper, and hit another one. So from down 17, the Warriors have pulled them within 1.
That's what Belinelli has to do, is just not worry about it, not think about it.
Belinelli will be called for the foul. Going to stay with Kobe.
It said something to him. I don't know whether it was in Italian or not, possibly so. Got a little bit of a smile from Kobe. Don't you know, growing up, Belinelli was to worship this kid.
Kobe wore 8 in Italy, and Marco's wearing 18. And Fisher hammered away by Randolph.
I love the way they're getting it up the floor. Oh, that ball's thrown away.
A good pass, and that's a dunk. Maggette knows it with his 4th turnover.
One thing, if I had a criticism about Corey Maggette, is he is not the best passer on the team. And he's had a couple turnovers when they were just wide open people. And he just rushes it.
And I'm trying to stay with Bynum and gonna foul him and make it earn it.
Now what Randolph has to do there, if we can see that again, he has got to not put the hands up too soon and he's already beaten. Then you let him go, and then you try to block it with your left hand, clear your body away.
Bynum a 67% free thrower, limiting that in. Remember, Bynum's injury, I think, significantly impacted the NBA Finals. Played only 35 games a year ago, but without he and Gasol, the Celtics with Perkins and Garnett and others just had the size advantage. P.J. Brown and kind of beat up the Lakers. It will not happen this year with L.A. Bynum's had a good game tonight, 10 points, 6 rebounds.
You don't forget, he played, 35 games last year, but he averaged over 13 a game.
Oh, right. I'm saying had he been healthy, the Lakers were different. Handoff from the baseline, and Anthony Randolph hits the mid-range shot.
This is a perfect example, Bob. Hasn't been getting playing time, but Brandon Wright's out, so Randolph's going to get a chance.
Coaches have been pleased. Anthony's had 3 good practices in a row. Kobe created space with the elbow on Belinelli.
That's a terrific no call. That good defense, and Kobe made a heck of a play on it.
Now Randolph traveled. He had the right idea. Didn't want to settle for the jumper, but shuffled the feet as he began the drive.
There's no one on him. Well, then we're going to show Kobe's play. They could have called a blocking foul, but the other end, there was no one on Randolph, so there's no reason to shuffle the feet. You're not trying to beat anybody.
Gasol missing, Biedrins the rebound.
He's just going straight to the basket.
Here's a chance to take the lead. This trip down. Crawford behind his back. Crawford in, and there it is. From down 17 to up 1.
Is that nifty? I mean, how many people this late to make that play?
Biedrins a steal. Out to Randolph. Look at this.
You love the way the young man runs. And how about Andres Biedrins? He's piling up assists every game in that fashion.
10-2 Warrior run. Kobe, the 3.
He's unbelievable. Unflappable.
Kobe's got 13. Crawford 15 to pace the Warriors. Gasol 17, leading all scorers.
Here goes Crawford again.
Somehow got it to Belinelli. And Fisher took it away. Fisher handling, spotting Radmanovic, feet set, missed the 3. And Bynum with a rebound. Bynum putting it up and out. Biedrins trying to pull it. And out of bounds to the Warriors.
You know, when you make the effort, you get luck with you, because Bynum misses a shot in there at point-blank range. Warriors come up with the rebound and the call.
At one point in this game, the Lakers were shooting 53%, the Warriors 36%. It's now the Warriors shooting 47%, the Lakers 43%.
It's amazing what shooting does. He made that difficult.
Out of bounds to the Warriors. And a new 24, that was Randolph. Just bothering Radmanovic enough. Earning the extra possession. I'll tell you what, this building is about to set itself on its ear, and there's 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Fans crescendo rising with every bucket.
Well, they're going to rise again.
Maggette
moving without the ball
with 14.
See, this little burst here, what gives them confidence, it helps their defense. Look at Belinelli, dog. Kobe.
Gasol, no double coming. Out to Kobe's already hit 1-3. Missing there. Rebound, Randolph tipping. Biedrins will track it down.
Cross court, Biedrins. Well, they're not going to find Belinelli.
Maggette from deep. A deep two for Corey Maggette. He's got 16. Stephen Jack likes it.
I think NBA players don't play with adrenaline like college players. Watch this.
Ricocheted away from Kobe.
They play with the same kind of emotion.
It'll be Laker ball with 14 to shoot as Trevor Ariza comes in. Radmanovic is 0 for 3, has not scored, and he will sit.
Yeah, because Ariza much better defender. If Radmanovic is not scoring for him, he's a liability at the defensive end.
Gasol, Ariza, Fisher with Kobe and Bynum.
This is smart to just get it to Kobe and let him go.
Marco took it away. Belinelli with a steal.
He throws it back to Biedrins.
Crawford right around Fisher, taking it in, ricocheting out. He got right to the iron.
That would have got the house down.
Biedrins, another steal. Belinelli pushing, running with friends, gives it to Crawford, down to Randolph.
They can't play any better.
Fast break points.
How about the defense, though?
Bynum's got Randolph at his mercy. The bulk inside.
And Randolph is winded right now. He is one tired cookie.
With no Brandon Wright, Anthony's going to play a lot here. Belinelli, Crawford, 3 on the way is long. Bynum with a rebound. Warriors have had success going to the rim. They can't start settling for jumpers here. Kobe. And that's too easy.
The Lakers are going to come back. You know that. They are not going to roll over. They rolled over last night. New Orleans scored 13 straight points in the fourth quarter. And that's when the Lakers had a 7-point lead.
If you were watching the first half and saw the Warriors down 17, that's not a misprint. They're back in the lead. And Biedrins with a beautiful drive around Gasol.
How about that little acceleration? They're just inspired.
The 2 highest scoring teams in the NBA. Fisher misses the layup. Gasol's there. Second chance points have been okay, though. The Warriors have the advantage 8-7, and they would take that. It's normally a category they get beaten up on. Crawford to Biedrins just couldn't handle it. And they head now to Ariza. Missing the layup. Sent away by Randolph, but a foul. The foul's not on Randolph, it's on Maggette. Timeout on the floor. Oracle, a cauldron of noise. Warriors up 2 from down 17.
Court, you're going to shoot the ball better. They're 9-12, as you said, and they could not play at any more optimum level than they are right now.
And with all that, because they dug the big 17-point deficit, they're only up 2 with Ariza to shoot 2 free throws. Brandon Wright with a separated left shoulder is not returning. Morrow is not here. The birth of his first child, and then no Jackson and Monte Ellis. So the Warriors, the bodies that are playing, you mentioned Randolph is a little bit weary. There's a long way to go in this game.
That's right, and that's why he has to work hard in practice and be ready, because his number is called tonight.
Ariza free throw good. The family and friends packages are back. 4 game tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 bags of chips, and 4 soft drinks. Only $99. Log on to Warriors.com or 888-GSW-HOOP. Operators ready to help you right now. Free throw split. Lakers 11 of 12. Warriors 4 of 7 from the line. Eddie on the good defender, Ariza. Corey will get himself to the foul line.
First free throws of the quarter. They've been running so fast. The Lakers have had a hard time catching up. The Warriors did not shoot a free throw at all in the first quarter, and it took them nearly 7 minutes here to get to the line in the third.
And we said second most free throws in the NBA for the Warriors. And Maggette, his first free throws after he shot 16 in Utah. Missing the first. Corey 85% on the year.
Corey got him off to a good start, but there was nobody going along for the ride until Azubuike came in. He missed them both.
This is becoming a problem. The Warriors are 4 of 9 free throwing. They've moved up to 76% as a team, but you're going to miss those points when you play the Lakers.
Let's see how they go one-on-one. Are they going to help him? No. Yes, they make the end.
And Bynum rebounding his own miss. Andrew Bynum probably outraised Randolph by 90 pounds.
And then the reason they didn't get the rebound because then Biedrins came over to help, went for the shot block, much like Turiaf does, and then took him out of rebound position.
Crawford wing jumper. And Jamal Crawford, we talked about that point guard matchup. He's got 17 tonight to go with 5 assists. Fisher trying to answer. Biedrins, rebound number 13.
He's just gobbling them up here.
Fisher 3 of 9 shooting tonight.
Another pick and roll.
And Randolph down the lane. Beautifully delivered.
A jump shot from Crawford, and then Crawford delivers the ball for the layup. They're running a pick and roll efficiently right now because they're not wasting any time. They're getting right to it.
Randolph knocking it away from Bynum. Shot clock down to 8. Bynum driving. Biedrins met him at the top. Shot clock down to 3. Maggette with a steal.
He doesn't want to turn that ball over, so he's being a little cautious here. Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
Fisher touched it last.
But how about the pick and rolls? First with Crawford. He comes off it. Fisher gets hung up. So Bynum retreats. He's got a jump shot. The next one with Randolph. Comes off Randolph. Fisher's there, so Gasol stretches out. He can guard on the perimeter a little bit better. And they have an angle to get Randolph in. And he moved perfectly. The timing, the delivery to perfection.
Crawford again. Over Vujacic. Jumper good.
Okay, that's a pick and roll. And then he didn't use the pick. Okay, so the Vujacic is thinking, okay, what am I going to do about the big man? What am I going to play it? And he just goes up and shoots it.
6 straight by the Warriors. Kobe another 3. Rimming out. Randolph the rebound. He'll push himself.
Get rid of the ball.
Crawford to Belinelli, but he had traveled before the pass.
Just make the simple play.
Warriors 12th turnover. Lakers have committed 13.
Jamal was talking to head coach Don Nelson about that, and Don acknowledged it. They know. He was thinking about driving, thinking about passing, got caught in between.
I'm just watching this Randolph Bynum matchup.
Get low. He has to play with the body, not the arms.
No double coming. He just walks him under the bucket. But Randolph will be called for the foul. That's a tough one. 2:58 remaining in the third. The Warriors have taken the 5-point lead. Bynum to shoot 2, but the rookie Randolph's got 8 off the bench.
2:58 remaining in the third quarter. Warriors up 75-70. Well, it's time now for our Kia card feature brought to you by Kia, the power to surprise. Tonight we highlight Jermario Davidson, a D-League call-up who was given a 10-day contract by the Warriors on Monday. He was actually a Warrior briefly back in 2007 when Golden State took him in the second round on draft day before trading him to Charlotte in the Jason Richardson trade. Davidson said he uses his basketball to deal with tragedy, and he certainly has experienced his fair share of it. During his senior season at Alabama, he lost both his girlfriend and older brother within days of each other. In fact, he was in the car with his girlfriend Nicole when she lost control of the vehicle and crashed, but he kept playing basketball, and guys, he says the game is his therapy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an unbelievably tragic story. He and Nicole Murphy driving to see his brother who was hospitalized with a gunshot wound in the accident, takes his girlfriend's life. His brother dies days later, and he just says he focuses on basketball to take his mind off that. The one thing, an odd segue here, is the previous play as Bynum will shoot free throws, Jim.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is working with Bynum. Kareem's not going to want to see the footwork on this last play.
No. And the thing is, Bynum should not have Shaq's reputation yet.
Well, my thing is, you might get away with one travel, but when you travel 4 times on one play.
Well, let's just watch it here. Okay.
Left foot, pivot foot.
Picks it up. Now watch both feet. Oh, he just hopped. You're right. But as Bill Russell once said, they were only little bitty steps.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is rough. Free throw split. Warriors with a 4-point lead. Crawford 3, rimming out. Kobe with a rebound. So Kobe and Bynum with Josh Powell, Trevor Ariza, and Sasha Vujacic. Vujacic, the deadly three-point shooter, missing there. Randolph, good box out and rebound.
And he likes to go. He's dangerous with the ball here a little bit. Good and bad.
Anthony in on Bynum. Kind of a wild shot there. And Powell with a good tough rebound. The impetuousness of youth. Vujacic three. And Biedrins the rebound. So the Lakers have cooled off mightily. Vujacic is 1 of 8 from the field. Belinelli's doubled in the corner. Dangerous pass. Crawford. Oh, he shakes Vujacic, but couldn't finish. The game hanging there. The 4-point advantage for the Warriors.
That's where Crawford ought to go to the guy and go to the free throw line, but he's not one that invites the contact. He hasn't shot a free throw yet tonight. But that was a heck of a move and just couldn't quite maybe use it off the glass.
Clock at 7.
Not going to make them all that way.
Bynum checked it at 3. Wheeling in again, and that's an offensive foul.
They're going to be watching here. I think officials kind of were notified during that timeout before he shot those free throws a moment ago. That's much like he did last night inside to David West. Same type of contact.
I think it's very important how the Warriors finish this minute 34.
Absolutely.
They were down 5 at halftime. They've come from 17 down. They have the lead, but the Lakers normally, the good teams put the big run on you right before the end of the quarter.
Well, and the Lakers aren't worried about anything, okay? They're not going to lose their poise. A young team, inexperienced team, and a team that's been struggling can.
So the clock at 8. Belinelli gets around. Kobe drives by Kobe and lays it in.
That's a smart play. See, Kobe's worried about the screen. He went away from the screen. That high screen up top, and he played it perfectly with the left hand. Beautiful move. Good read.
Marco's got 11. Kobe's got 15. We'll take that at that off-guard matchup.
Hurry off on Bynum here.
Vujacic 3. Not going to miss them all. They've been 1 of 8. Dropping in that triple. Just tuning in, the Lakers were up 8 at the end of 1. They were up 5 at halftime. Moved it to 17, and the Warriors have come all the way back. Belinelli from deep. Curls it out.
They got what they wanted.
Warriors have cooled off here. Kobe will just lean into a 3. Missing, big rebound, loose. Tipped right to Bynum.
That was foul. Two Warriors fought for the ball, which can happen. Belinelli does a good job staying down. The ball is tipped. And they just couldn't corral it.
That's an era of aggression, though. You had 3 Warriors on the glass, and just the bounce of the ball gives the Lakers 3 points to tie it. And we talked about how they would close the quarter.
And Ariza just kept the ball in play by battling Corey Maggette for it.
The last 6 scored by LA. 4-second game of shot clock difference, winding down this 3rd quarter.
He doesn't need a screen.
Crawford at 3, at 2, rises for 3. He's fouled. Vujacic fouled him shooting a 3, and we've seen that an awful lot with Jamal Crawford.
Bob, you should never foul someone who's been having trouble in that sequence. I mean, he's struggling with the basketball. He's not in rhythm, and you bail him out with a foul. Loses the ball here momentarily, off of his foot. Doesn't have it. Okay, if he hits this one, he earns it. And Jamal Crawford, as I said before, in that last game we talked about at Utah, how he comes in just a little bit, but he's still vertical. And he gets body contact after the shot. That's why he gets so many 4-point play opportunities.
His first free throw of the game.
And the way he can drive, he should shoot more.
It's 2 for 2. Well, I think the Warriors, having only 12 free throws after this next one, I mean, they're not even at half of what they average per game. So taking it inside of the 4th quarter will be critical. As Crawford hits all 3 free throws, Jamal's got 22 to lead the Warriors.
Barring a 3 or a 3-point play, they will have the lead.
This is normally Kobe time, but you got to play 5 seconds of defense. At 4, 3, 2, he's going to rise, beat the buzzer, and miss it. So from down 5 at halftime to up 3 heading into the 4th. Do the Warriors have another upset in them at Oracle? Tupac's California love, and there's no love lost between these two teams. With the Warriors, I just think in the third quarter, Jim, they hold the Lakers 7 of 24 shooting.
Yeah.
That's about as good a D as you can play.
They played great defense. Now you got to get lucky in that, but the Warriors just did a super job. Came up with 4 steals in that quarter.
Getting the fourth here with Ariza launching the right wing jumper right through. Trevor Ariza has been excellent off the bench with 11. It's Ariza, Josh Powell, Pau Gasol, Sasha Vujacic, and Derek Fisher. C.J. Watson, Corey Maggette, with Ronnie Turiaf, Jamal Crawford, and Kalena Azubuike. Crawford leading the way with 22. Maggette's got 16.
Powell did a great job of pushing Maggette out this far. He did a super job, and Maggette got it anyway. Maggette loves it.
So Corey, 9 of 13 shooting. He's got 18.
That's just kind of the game within the game. You play yourself out there and say, okay, I got you on that anyway.
Yeah, push me to 22 feet. I still hit the jumper.
Right. Find time to relax even in the heat of battle.
Maggette went for the steal. He had the ball.
I didn't see a foul there. Now, you've got Danny Crawford, the excellent official. He got the ball, and Crawford knew it was desperation time. Watch how Crawford moves into him. That is a good steal.
Yeah, it's Josh Powell falling into Maggette right there.
Yeah, I said Josh, I hope.
Ariza was fouled. So this is bad news for the Warriors. 2 quick fouls inside the first minute. And the Lakers, you know, with Kobe, are going to get into the bonus. And end of the line, 13 of 15 is L.A.
I wasn't making Danny Crawford play with him.
You're making Jamal Crawford the player falling down.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Fisher, good closeout. Now driving on Maggette, and another foul. 3 fouls in the first minute, 12. And Fisher to shoot 2 free throws.
Corey knows not to foul him, but how could you avoid contact there?
Well, Maggette's saying if I had a clean steal, we wouldn't have had 3 fouls on this trip down.
Exactly.
It's a very, very tough sequence. Fisher, an excellent free throw shooter, always has been at 89%. Warriors tonight, an email blast sent before every Comcast broadcast with the latest development, stats, and keys to upcoming games. Visit ComcastSportsNet.com. Fisher hitting them both. Maggette on Powell, but Gasol is lucky.
Yeah, so he can't drive.
Azubuike thought about the 3. Crawford a better look from distance. Rattled out. Maggette, what a rebound! Couldn't lay it in. And Gasol blocks it. And now another foul.
Not even 2 minutes expired. They've got 4. This is going to hurt them heavily.
That's a very, very tough sequence. Maggette had a terrific rebound. Couldn't lay it in. Then they commit their 4th team foul.
3-point shot by Crawford rattles in and out, and Maggette missed his easiest shot of the game. And then Gasol with that length just played it perfectly, and the reach in. That was just a frustration foul.
And it's Magette's 4th, and so he has to sit down. Turiaf checking in, along with Randolph, Azubuike, Crawford, and Watson. Ariza has been the money man, and he continues as the Lakers take the lead. Ariza's got 13. What this is doing, too, is allowing the Lakers to rest Kobe for a long period of time. Watson went to the baseline. Fisher's right on top of him. Shot clock at 7. And an illegal defense 3-second violation on LA via technical free throw.
They've got to get something from Azubuike, who contributed greatly in that first half. They've got to get something from Watson. And Turioff has to try to rebound as well as Biedrins. And I may not get a chance to say it. It could transpire in the fourth quarter. The reason Turioff doesn't rebound as well because he tries to block every shot. When you try to block every shot, you take yourself out of the rebounding play.
And Fisher had fouled Watson as the ball inbounded. Now this could be 2 free throws before the ball was inbounded. And they're going to rule that the ball had left the hands of Crawford, so not be free throws. Crawford still had the ball, and Fisher committed that foul. Would be free throws.
He doesn't like to let you run. Plays you very physically without the ball.
Crawford and Turioff. Skip pass is long and untouched. So the Warrior offense has gone stagnant here. Beginning the fourth, they've committed 4 fouls.
That's a very low percentage play. There just wasn't anything there.
Turioff on the overplay. And Roney stayed with it. Comes up with it. Randolph in transition.
Good decision here.
Azubuike is doubled. And now a jump ball. On a 3-on-2, the Warriors got nothing out of the play.
Spacing. It's all about spacing, timing of the pass. Getting too close together, just all kinds of things. Inexperience. I'm going to throw to the open side of the court, which would have been the left and there. Now if he can get it, the ball should come right back here.
Azubuike, Vujacic.
It's tough to. I think he's trying to make it go over here, this side of the Randolph, but that's tough to do.
The Warriors will maintain possession. Crawford again. Turioff soaring in for the rebound to lay it in.
And that is a big play right there for Roney and the Warriors.
The former Laker. That rebound came at a great time.
He wanted the ball, didn't he?
Powell facing up the rookie. Driving, spinning. Turioff got a piece of it. C.J. Watson to Turioff, and he's fouled. And they'll say he was shooting, so that'll be 2 free throws. 8.5 left. Warrior basketball brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Low fares and no hidden fees. At a sold-out Oracle Arena, the Warriors from 17 down have caught the Lakers leading by 2. Tomorrow night on Comcast Sportsnet, Stanford at Washington. The road season begins for the Cardinal. Have it for you at 7:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Both Cal and the Cardinal, very good beginnings non-conference. And
what about my Ducks down there? What's happening there?
Well, you know what they need to do? Recruit more guys than Jim Barnett.
Not now. Not now. But like him wouldn't be bad.
I was going to say, they're #1 pick by the Celtics. They could use a few of those guys. What are you talking about? Long way to go in this one. Warriors attrition continuing. If you've missed it, Brandon Wright dislocated his left shoulder. But that's allowed the rookie Anthony Randolph to play with 8 points and 2 rebounds. Belinelli's got 11, Maggette 18, and Jamal Crawford 23.
Well, I think Anthony Randolph has given them a lift. Just the way he's been running the floor. Got a shot blocked in there, or, blocked a shot. And he likes to play. He plays with enthusiasm.
Now Kobe re-enters the fray here with 8.5 left.
Yeah, let's keep him watch on that and see what he does.
Now Kobe with 15. He averages 27.
He's only taken 13 shots so far tonight. And what's more amazing, Bob, he's only been to the free throw line one time.
Oh, don't say that.
He was 10 for 10 December 28th in L.A. from the line.
Lakers have been good from the line, 15 of 17. The Warriors 9 of 14. Not a good percentage and not their normal number of attempts.
Here's what I would expect with Kobe. the Warriors' next foul will be over the limit. If I were him, and I think he will, he'll just drive the basket. They'll clear aside, let him go.
Turiaf hits both free throws.
He'll make a living at the line in the fourth quarter.
And that is the big disparity. 4 Warrior team fouls, only 2 for the Lakers. So the next whistle puts LA in the bonus the rest of the game.
Belinelli's doing a smart thing. He's playing Kobe without the ball.
Fisher driving, missing. Gasol, look what I found. Putting it up and in. Now Gasol with 21 and 12. Warriors are with the Lakers on the glass tonight, 42-39 in favor of LA. Handoff traveled again.
He's just got to establish that right foot is a pivot foot. He's a left-handed player, and it's just a bad habit.
These are empty possessions where the Laker defense did nothing. You just give the ball to him.
Now watch how Belinelli's playing Kobe. He's trying to prevent any kind of pass. So they go back door, and now he's going to have to post up.
Kobe turns, fires, and misses. Ariza knocking it away. The karate chop worked. Gasol putting it up and out and tipped in. And I think Gasol and Crawford both touched that. In Utah, it was 9 offensive rebounds by the Jazz in the fourth quarter. It was the Warriors' undoing. Vujacic with a steal.
He's going to throw it right back to Kobe, isn't he?
No. He launches the three. So the Lakers, 7-0 run, but the first 2 buckets were on offensive rebounds. Vujacic hits the 3, and LA moves to the 3-point advantage. 7:18 remaining in the ball game, and the Lakers up 3.
That game.
Yeah, he found out because they used Maggette in that small ball power forward, but we are told that Brandon Roy may try to play in that game on Saturday, coming back from the hamstring injury. And Brandon Roy and the Blazers, when he plays, very different squad.
You know, I just put him as one of the elite players in the league now, the way he's come on this year. All right, Bob. Kobe Bryant entered the game at 8:33 left in the fourth. Warriors had a 2-point lead. They've been outscored 7-2 in 1 minute and 15 seconds, but it was Gasol inside with 2 buckets and then a 3 by Vujacic. Kobe didn't score, but they didn't need him.
They pick up full court.
This is to disrupt. They could use some time smart.
C.J. Watson, Crawford with Maggette, Belinelli, and Biedrins back in now.
They're stepping it up everywhere here.
Lakers with Kobe committing the foul. That's the same kind of chopping deal that Ariza got away with, but even if you don't touch the guy, the official sees that chop down move, it's almost always going to be called a foul. 3 Laker team fouls, 4 on the Warriors. The alley-oop.
They've overplayed. The defense is overplaying. So what do? You counter it with the back door and a little lob.
Biedrins, 8 points, 15 rebounds, and a career-high 7 assists.
And the same thing with the Warriors here.
And Kobe cutting back door.
Belinelli's overplaying, so they ran what we call a blind pig. Cut off the elbow.
That pass thrown away. There's the 5th foul, and free throws the rest of the way for the Lakers.
All right, let's watch what happens here. All right, let's stop it right here. We're going to stop it because the whole lane is open because Gasol is up. So we'll watch what happens with Andres Biedrins here. He just goes to the other side, away from Gasol, and there's no weak side help. There's no weak side help because they cleared out. And then Kobe countered with a little backdoor play.
Now Maggette picked up his 5th foul on that play in addition to the 5th Warrior team foul. Andres Biedrins, we mentioned the 8 points, 15 rebounds, but on Marines.com, leaders of the game, a career-high 7 assists for the man in the middle.
And he's gotten a couple from out of the backcourt, leading a break like a point guard would.
I'll tell you, Ariza's 15 off the bench have been critical for the Lakers.
Not a bad guy for a pickup for the 43rd pick by New York.
This is an 11-2 run by LA. They've made it a half-court game, and they've had the advantage. Maggette out to Crawford. In and out of the hands of Belinelli. Shot clock at 3 on Kobe. At 1, fading, firing, and the Laker defense forcing a 24-second violation.
It all started with Trevor Ariza on Maggette. And then Gasol helping out.
Warriors with 4 turnovers this quarter. Vujacic, Fisher with Gasol, Ariza, and Kobe. Total ISO, shooting off glass. 4th offensive rebound of the 4th quarter by LA. And those offensive rebounds turning into second chance points. This is Utah revisited. C.J. Watson to Biedrins.
How about C.J.? He finally said, okay, I'm going to make something happen here. He's been out there yet to make a field goal tonight, but he's got 5 assists.
Andres a double-double, but it's this end. Warriors have to force the miss, but more importantly, grab the rebound.
If Biedrins comes to help, he looks for Gasol. They work well together.
Kobe stepped through. Kobe's got 19, Gasol's got 25.
Well, there's a reason he's one of the best players on this earth.
Crawford on Vujacic.
That's a running start.
Shot clock down to 8. Jamal step back 3. Rimmed out.
He's had several tonight that have been in and out.
Warriors 3-point shooting, 3 of 13 tonight.
Well, they need a stop here. Got to play aggressive, but then you're over the limit.
Gasol, beautiful spin move. Biedrins had to foul him. Now Gasol has been wonderful tonight. 25 points, 15 rebounds.
Just a little whirl because he knew that Biedrins was overplaying, so he just spun on him. Got Biedrins on his hip. He's got that length. Tough to block the shot.
Lakers have been good from the line, 18 of 20. Be sure to check out the Warriors Super Saver Pack 4-game package, all for just $75. Log on to Warriors.com or 888-GSW-HOOP, and operators ready to help you right now. After the Portland game, 16 of the next 21 are at home for the Warriors.
You got to look for him to go back over. Biedrins did not see CJ. He had gotten by Fisher.
Clock at 8. Belinelli got around Kobe again. Little push shot is an air ball.
Fisher did a heck of a job coming over to help out.
It's a 17-4 Laker run. The Warriors running out of gas offensively.
Kobe plays so relaxed.
Driving again, losing the ball. Gasol again. Even when Kobe gets it stolen, Gasol's been in the right place at the right time. Top of the floor, 3:54 remaining. 19-4 Laker run has given them the double-digit lead. Our Honda great drive, part of the Warriors' 26 fast break points. Jamal Crawford will show and go right around Vujacic. Will lay it up and in, part of Jamal's 23-point night. Our Honda great drive.
And that is a great drive, great finish. You know, since Kobe re-entered the game at the 8:33 mark, Lakers have outscored the Warriors 19-6.
Lakers 9 of 13 shooting, plus the 4 offensive rebounds. Warriors 4 of 11 in this 4th quarter.
They got aggressive defensively, the Lakers did, and just changed things. Didn't have a dribble, did he?
Azubuike, the drive on Kobe, leaning in and scoring.
Azubuike is a strong driver. He may not be the quickest player, but once he gets in the lane area, he can just bowl you over and finish.
Leonard with 10 off the bench.
Well, they've got to pitch a shutout here.
Fisher passing up the shot. Vujacic won't. His 3 rimming out. Rebound Biedrins. There's one stop.
But take it quickly when you can.
Getty will be fouled quickly and get to the line. Best thing possible. Chance to cut into the deficit with the clock stopped.
They really don't have to pitch a shutout, but pretty close to it.
No, I don't disagree. I think the way that at some point you're not going to score every time down against the Lakers because they've ratcheted up the defense. So the free throws have been really unbelievable tonight. The Warriors are 10 of 16 and an 85% free throw, and Maggette is 0 for 3. Corey gets that one. Back-to-back good games for Corey Maggette since coming back from the hamstring injury. 23 and 19 against two quality opponents in Utah and the Lakers. Kobe driving, soaring, and finishing. Crawford open for three. He called for it. Azubuike soaring in to lay that in.
You know, I said shooting cures all ills. Jamal Crawford's had great looks tonight from three. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
He's 1 of 8. And he just can't buy them.
You don't make those, you don't beat a team that's good.
I know, and it would make a difference. A huge difference.
Vujacic has been open all night. Azubuike with the rebound.
And Vujacic is 2 of 8.
3 of 12 overall. Now Crawford driving. The ball knocked away briefly. Azubuike eyes the three. Good!
Kobe, let him have it.
Kalenna's been good in this fourth quarter. 7 quick. This game not over.
That's a big, big shot. And now can they play defense without fouling?
Gasol. Ariza looking for the cutting Kobe. In on Biedrins. Got his own rebound. 5 offensive rebounds by the Lakers in the fourth.
Kobe is upset. He can't get to the line, I guarantee it. Only 1 free throw tonight. He's just exasperated.
He ain't giving it up. Shot clock at 7. Here he goes, the MVP, wheels into traffic, putting it up and out. Push ahead, C.J. Watson down 5 to a cutting Crawford to lay it in. It is a 1-possession game, a 10-2 Warrior run. They run the triangle to Gasol. Kobe wants it. Shot clock at 10. Gasol inside, putting it in.
Well, he certainly has been their best player.
Gasol with 31. Crawford driving. Biedrins flipping, missing. That's a big shot. Wouldn't stay down off back iron. The Warriors needed it. They need to foul right away, and you don't want to foul Kobe. And Maggette's just fouled out of the game.
He had to. It was a little sacrifice, but he had to do it.
That Biedrins lefty lay-in, it goes, and you still have a ball game. The back iron's out, and Lakers advantage. So Maggette, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 fouls. Vujacic drops in the free throw. 85% from the line. That's also the difference tonight. 19 of 21 for LA, 11 of 17 for the Warriors. I said those free throws will help them, and they have. 7-point game with 40 seconds left. Time to shoot a couple threes as Don Nelson will use the 22nd timeout. So the Warriors, another 1-game homestand. Back on the road, they will go to Portland. And then a back-to-back, an odd one, road home back-to-back. Pacers, Kings, and Hawks. And the beginning of this long home stretch, Jim. And we'll be without Jackson, likely without Monte Ellis, but eventually they will both return.
Yes.
And then you find out how long is Brandon Wright going to be out, but you're going to get this Warrior team together at some point. And you can't really question the character or the resiliency of the team. I mean, this is half a squad giving the Lakers all they want tonight.
They just have to keep going out and playing at an optimum level every night, as hard as they can and keep good habits going. You don't want to accept losing.
They've outshot the Lakers tonight 48% to 45%.
What do they do here? Can they stretch the game and drive and then foul? The trouble is you've got good free throw shooters out there with the exception of Ariza. So they're going to drive it.
Belinelli for three. He got it!
If they can foul Ariza, that's the guy.
Now he's inbounding the ball.
So you got an 80% shooter in Gasol. You got Fisher at 88 plus.
Kobe's at 87.
And then look at Vujacic at 85. So that was smart of Phil Jackson to have Trevor Ariza inbound the ball.
Now the thing is, even if he makes these 2 free throws, we're talking multiples of 3. It's still a 2-possession game.
Yes.
You could make a 3, come up with a steal, hit another 3. Gasol has yet to miss tonight. 7 of 7. 31 points, 17 rebounds. He has just been wonderful. You think of that trade. You give up Kwame Brown and get Pau Gasol. Come on. I mean, Marc Gasol actually is a talent, but that's the theft of recent NBA memory. And free throws down, 6-point game. Need threes and need them in a hurry. Crawford can go for a quick 2, and Gasol got enough of them to force that errant shot, and that may be all she wrote. The shooting nights, Belinelli 6 of 15, Crawford 10 of 25, but despite that, the Warriors shot 48% as a team. Biedrins has been averaging 15 rebounds a game the last 5, had 17 rebounds again. Brandon Wright had 9 rebounds in 12 minutes. That separated shoulder did not help the Warriors' cause. They're down enough bodies as it is. Vujacic knocking down the free throw.
No, it brought Anthony Randolph in, who just doesn't have as much experience. And I thought he gave him a lift emotionally, but he just can't do some of the things that Brandon can do. Not yet, anyway.
His free throws knocked down.
But I'll tell you what, he's going to be able to do things that other people aren't able to do in this league. He's got some talent.
24 seconds left. Lakers are going to do enough to hold off the Warriors. Warriors came from 17 down in the second quarter. They were down 5 at halftime. They took the lead heading into the fourth, 80-77. But then Pau Gasol and Kobe Bryant, Gasol erupting for 14 points in the fourth quarter. Kobe had 6 in the fourth, but the Lakers, the defense picked up. They couldn't stop Gasol. Offensive rebounds proved to be a problem. And LA is going to do enough to win this game. Azubuike nearly lost it. Crawford in on Gasol again. Better pass to Biedrins. Got a foul on the catch. And Ariza has leaked behind everybody.
That's the one you want to foul.
And Belinelli gets to him with 16 seconds left.
It's pretty smart. Leave him alone a little bit. Entice him into throwing the length of the court and then chase him down.
It's actually very interesting, Jim, is that it's exactly by design. You see, oh, wait, he's open. No, it's the guy we wanted to leave open. Throw him the ball. Ariza's not a horrendous free thrower, 68%. I think he's the reason the Lakers win this game.
Well, he's a big reason.
I mean, Trevor Ariza 15 and 9 off the bench. Yep. He averages 9 and 5. And that's just what we talked about at the top of the telecast. The depth of this Laker team, I think they're the best team in the NBA. Cleveland has the one more win, but I don't think any team can handle the size, the outside shooting, the depth of this Laker squad as Ariza hits both.
Well, they're number 2 in the league in assists and steals, so they just do a lot of things well.
Crawford curls out the layup, and that will do it. Warriors are not going to foul. 19,596 saw a good one. Warriors came all the way back, but a team that's been to the NBA Finals looked like they're in pursuit of another championship. They were there in the fourth quarter when it mattered. And Pau Gasol and Kobe Bryant from down 3, the Lakers win it by 8. The Lakers 14 of 14 free throwing in the fourth quarter as we kick it up to Scott Reese and Matt Steinmetz.
All right, guys, so a Laker victory, much to the delight of what must have been a couple of thousand yellow and purple fans here in the house, and much to the chagrin, Matt, of Warrior fans, although their team hung in there till the end.
Yeah, I thought that the subs and the second team did a nice job. I thought the game was there for the taking at one juncture late, and that's when the Warriors needed Corey Maggette and Jamal Crawford to kind of do something for them. They couldn't, and then it was Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol.
And Maggette wound up fouling out, but certainly a yeoman's effort in just his second game back from the hamstring injury. Much more to come here. Post-game festivities from Oracle Arena. Lakers 104, Warriors 106, and we'll talk about that guy, Pau Gasol, who was an absolute beast in the Laker win.